Okay, let's dive into this. Today, we're going to talk about the incredible story of a common kitchen spice and its powerful secret for fighting one of our greatest health challenges. It's a story about a hero, but one with a nearly fatal flaw. So, this is turmeric. You've probably got this in your kitchen cabinet right now. For centuries, it's been a staple in traditional medicine. But hidden inside this golden powder is a remarkably potent compound, the hero of our story, called curcumin.
Now, curcumin isn't just some simple compound. Think of it more like a multi-talented fighter with a really impressive range of abilities when it comes to battling disease. All right, so this is the powerhouse we're talking about. Curcumin is the active ingredient in turmeric. It's a polyphenol that science has shown has these incredible antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and, most importantly for our story, anti-cancer effects.
So what makes this stuff so special? Well, unlike a lot of treatments that only work at one specific point, curcumin has this remarkable ability to interfere with cancer at every single stage, from the very first cell mutation all the way to stopping its spread.
Okay, so how exactly does this one little compound wage such an effective multi-front war on cancer? The strategy is, well, it's just fascinating. And here's where it gets really impressive. Most conventional drugs, they're kind of like snipers. They target one specific pathway. Curcumin? No way. It's like an entire army, targeting at least 80 different pathways linked to cancer. It's a generalist in the best possible way. And this right here just shows you a few of those targets. It's literally shutting down the communication lines that cancer cells rely on. It suppresses NF-kappa B, that master switch for inflammation. It inhibits that3, which helps tumors grow. And it blocks VEGF, which tumors use to build new blood vessels to feed themselves. It's basically starving and disarming them. But maybe the most brilliant thing it does is its precision. Curcumin triggers something called apoptosis, which is basically a self-destruct command for cancer cells. It tells them to undergo a natural programmed death. And the most incredible part? It does all of this while leaving your healthy, normal cells completely alone. So, with all this incredible power, this precision, this multi-front attack, you'd think this would be the end of the story, right? But there's a huge, almost deal-breaking problem, a fatal flaw that nearly makes our hero useless. And this brings us to the big question, the one that bugged scientists for years. If this compound is so effective in a lab, why isn't it in every cancer clinic? Well, the answer lies in its one major hidden weakness. That weakness comes down to one word: bioavailability. It's a pretty simple concept, really. It doesn't matter how powerful a soldier is if they can't even get to the battlefield, right? Bioavailability is all about how much of our hero can actually get into your system to do its job. And here's the problem. On its own, curcumin has terrible bioavailability. It doesn't dissolve well in water, our digestive system has a really hard time absorbing it, and our liver breaks it down almost instantly. It's basically flushed out of our bodies before it even gets a chance to work. Just how bad is it? The research is, frankly, pretty stark. When you just eat turmeric by itself, studies show that less than 1% of that powerful curcumin actually gets into your bloodstream where it can do any good. So our hero's powerful but can't get to the fight. You'd think the story would end right there, but it doesn't, because an unlikely ally enters the scene and it completely changes the game. This ally is a compound called piperine, and it's found in something you definitely have in your kitchen right now: simple black pepper. So what's piperine's superpower? It acts like a bodyguard. It runs interference, inhibiting the very enzymes in your liver that would normally attack and neutralize the curcumin. It gives it a window, a chance to actually be absorbed. So what happens when these two common spices team up? The result isn't just a small improvement. It's truly astounding. See, when you combine them, it's not like 1 + 1 = 2. You're creating this incredible synergistic effect. Piperine doesn't just help curcumin a little bit. It completely unlocks our hero's true potential. So how much of a difference are we talking about? The research is clear. Adding piperine from black pepper can increase the absorption and bioavailability of curcumin by a mind-blowing 2,000%. 2,000%. And that one simple act, adding a little pepper, it changes everything. It transforms curcumin from a promising but flawed compound into a potent, highly concentrated, and, most importantly, usable therapy. This 2000% power-up is what finally allows our hero to get to the battlefield in force, ready to deploy its full arsenal of cancer-fighting abilities throughout the entire body. And this whole story, this incredible synergy, it really leaves you with a fascinating question, doesn't it? This was about two common spices that become exponentially more powerful together. It makes you wonder, what other profound health secrets are just waiting to be unlocked, hiding in plain sight in our very own kitchens?